kind of wondering if this...
Oh, there we go.
There it went.
Time's up. Okay, so...
I figured out what I need to do.
Oh, God, the mic! No! My mic!
Hello.
Welcome to my parents' house. Sorry, I had to get that out of the way, guys. Sorry. It's been stuck in my head most of the time that we've been here.
You ready to start some drawing now?
Welcome to the practice room. Ooh! We got all kinds of drawings. Anyways.
We've got Ninja Sex Party stuck in our heads right now.
Yeah, it's kind of stuck there. But don't worry, it'll pass soon once we get to commentating. But anyways, welcome back, everybody. It's been a while. Well, in terms of our videos here.
It's been a while in recording, but we're so behind on our editing, it'll look like nothing.
we're trying to catch up, but it's like trying to catch up to a treadmill that's put on ludicrous speed, you know?
Word.
Yeah, seriously. But anyways, welcome back. And today it is Alex's turn. And apparently he's got something planned here. What that something is, I have not been informed. I think this is going to be the trend that Alex will not inform me.
I'm just going to surprise him at the beginning of the thing. Well, I come up with the ideas at the last second, and then I go, oh yeah, I guess I'll draw that today.
Is it really just a cover-up to realizing you don't have ideas?
Possibly.
Maybe.
No, I've actually got a fun thing today.
Okay.
This is going to be a little bit of a drawing challenge.
Okay, cool.
Compared to normal. So I have... let me adjust here.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got a reference picture. And the gig is I'm going to draw the reference picture within a certain time limit.
Oh.
And then we're gonna stop and we're gonna shorten the clock. And we're going to try and draw it in a shorter time. And then a shorter time and a shorter time.
Oh, I like
And
this.
we're going to see how much of the drawing I can fit in progressively small amounts of time.
Yes. Okay, so what is the initial time, first off?
It's usually like a 10 to 20 minute range. It's long enough that you want to get you can capture as much of the detail
right.
As possible without being able to spend all day on it.
Yes.
Let's see. The way I did it before was kind of like a 10-8-6-4-2.
Yes.
In terms of minutes.
So what you're telling me is that each time that you stop the clock when you're done, you have to try and draw it in a shorter amount of time. I'm guessing.
You get 10 minutes to draw the thing.
Yes.
And then you stop. And you start over, and now you have 8 minutes to draw it, and 6 minutes to draw it.
You just get time taken off.
Yeah, you get time taken off to try to redraw the whole picture.
Okay, so you have to start over.
You have to start the whole thing over again, and the goal is to be able to let you pay attention to the important parts of the drawing.
Yeah,
like because once you take a 10-minute drawing and you try to compress it into 2 minutes, you're like, okay, what are the main features that need to be in here that I'm able to get across? And
you actually, what the funny thing is, since you said this, you actually gave me an idea of what we could do, like as some kind of fun challenge.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's kind of like the same thing as you're doing, but I'll leave it for a couple of episodes. So you don't expect it,
Oh yeah, and you can totally come in and surprise me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Be a little bit thinner.
I mean, now I want to say it, but I don't want to. It's kind of like I
got you all excited
I'm good at holding secrets, but I'm in terms of that. But I don't want to say it because then it's gonna be like, oh well, it's out in the air and now I need to expect it. Ooh, excuse me.
Done.
But we'll see. Anyways, so
oh my goodness, I tried this on pencil before and it went pretty cool.
Yeah.
The conclusion that I came to, I think, was like 6 minutes was kind of the ideal spot.
Right.
Where I got the most amount of detail in without sacrificing the quality.
Yeah.
Which was cool to see. To take a 10-minute drawing and shave 4 minutes off of it and still have it look like pretty much the same drawing is a cool
definitely
thing. But I have not attempted this on Blender. And so
now you're just kind of testing.
I'm hedging my bets to see if this may not look as pretty as it does before.
I mean, don't worry. Like I said, well, I didn't say this, but the thing is about this is like, this is a challenge, so you're gonna have limited time, like in each drawing. So the thing is that like you just need to, while you do have to be fast, you definitely need to be try and see if you can nail it on that first try, just to try to make it look exactly like it, I suppose.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying that you can't, but it seems like if you're going to go for like a difficult drawing or something like that, like it could take a lot of time and you might not have enough to make it look like it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So the reference for today is from a really good artist on Twitter called Bow Buddy. Mm-hmm. And he did a Makoto fan art. Makoto from Blaze Blue. Of just her kind of looking casual.
Hell yeah.
And so I really liked it, and I was like, man, I want to draw that.
For those of you who don't know, Makoto is in Blaze Blue is the squirrel girl. She's me and Alex, we like her. She's a great character. Yep.
So I'm going to take one of the whole body shots that he did, and I'm going to kind of cut it off at the top. Right. So it'll just be kind of a head and shoulders, because I think that's about that's fitting for the current skill level right now.
Right. I mean, at the certain time limit that you have, like you're gonna want to.
It'll be interesting. Or should I push myself for the whole body? No, that's too complicated.
You're not gonna have enough. I'm sorry to say, you're probably not gonna.
I would run out of time
during the challenge.
It wouldn't look as.
Not
good.
To question your skills, but like
no.
I feel like it would.
That was over ambitious.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right. So we've got our 10-minute timer set.
Yep.
Ready.
Steady.
Wait. Well, you can see the clock too. Okay.
Oh, I could see it, but like.
Okay. Don't tell me how close I'm getting to out of time.
Well, I can't because I can't tell what time.
Oh, you can't quite see it.
I can't quite see.
It'll like change colors.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. All right. Okay.
But don't no countdown.
Oh no, I won't. I'll just keep constantly encouraging you and also pressuring you at the same time.
Just distract away.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Careful, SpongeBob.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
There we go. All right. And he's off.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, Lord help.
Oh, it's okay.
Go.
All right, first try. So, for those of you who don't know, in terms of these kinds of drawings, Alex likes to do, or any like really good artist likes to do, is make kind of a base.
Man, don't put me in that category.
Oh no, I'm not trying to be like that.
Alex likes to. I mean, all the greats really like to.
No. Here's the deal. I am not trying to say or question anybody that does this kind of like outline, because it's a good reference to use in order to like get you started. Me, I'm an idiot. I don't use a reference like that. I'm just like, all right, let's see what I get. And then when I get my product at the end of the day, people will have like some kind of criticism to say and say, oh, this looks really bad, or oh, like, hey, this doesn't look correct. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And the thing is that I take the criticism in stride, because like in a sense they are correct.
Take it in stride.
But at the same time, if I see and it looks decent enough and I see that it looks all right, I'm just going to see like, you know what? It looks all right to me. I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to always like listen to somebody, but I mean, it's definitely good to listen sometimes. Like you can't, you're like people say, you're always your biggest critic in terms of like drawing. And
Jesus.
If anything, like there are critics that, like if I show my drawings to people like on Discord or something like that, there'll be people that say like, oh, like this needs to, this looks really like this looks kind of wrong, and this placement looks very strange or something like that. I'll be like, okay, and I look at it and like if I agree with it, I'll be like, all right, I'll change it. But if it doesn't and I like the look of it, I'll be like, okay, I think this looks fine. Because sometimes when you do change the drawing, it kind of looks a bit worse. I'm not saying it will be, but like it doesn't look. You're not excited about the product at the end of the day. And honestly, it's all for me. I might sound like a narcissist right there, but I mean, hey, I take a little bit more pride. Not to say that people don't. I take a lot of pride in like trying to be a drawing, like someone that can draw.
Yeah. Yeah, you understand that there's some value to your skills once you practiced.
And the thing is that like I've self-deprecated myself like multiple times before, and I've said like, oh, this looks like crap. Like I don't think this looks good. And then I have to self-reflect, and I'm like, you know what? This looks all right to me, but like if somebody else saw it and they think it looks like crap, I'll be like, all right. Like that's fine. I'll still like work on it like on my off time, see if I can make it look better. But if not, I'll be like, you know what? This is good as it is. I think it looks all right. Now, here's my thing though. When I'm drawing people or like characters, it's really hard not to use like a sort of black outline to try and make them have like shape, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess when I see people that are really confident in their skills and using like the background as kind of a placement for how their character looks and like how they have some sort of way of doing things, it kind of draws into how am I going to fix this or how am I going to use the tools that I have to make it look like the pictures that are like really well detailed. Because I'm not going for a straight replica. I'm looking for something that says something about me instead of like the thing is when I'm not happy about like the whole outline stuff, I want to try and make it look better, but also give it a kind of a good background. So the picture flourishes with the background instead of looking like it stands out, you know? I guess that's why I kind of use like black backgrounds because since I have a black outline, it shows that like, hey, they're kind of out of line. So this is what it looks like. However, I don't technically use like all black in terms of like the outline now. What I started doing is I use like the darkest color of like purple or like some kind of like dark color that character uses. And it's so dark that it could be misplaced for like looking like black or something like that.
Yeah, just a really dark like brown or blue. Yes.
Like with a new drawing that I was actually creating this past week. I'm drawing an armor set or something that I thought looked pretty cool, and I decided to put my own spin on it. It's purple. It's a purple armor. So the thing what I was trying to do was I decided I wanted like a really dark purple, like kind of like a really dark purple black, so I can have it kind of like outlined, and whenever I need to fix it, and the background's not. And I know this is really simple. All you probably need to do is use another layer to make that like not a problem. But I'm still getting used to like trying to do layers, you know. And it's not that I don't want to use layers. It's that it has to do with trying to just do it by my own. And I know layers are a really good tool when it comes to certain drawings. I'm just not really familiar with the concept of it. Like some people use it for different areas of the body or like certain parts of the drawing, so they can have like, oh, like I don't have to mess up this part and I don't have to deal with this. I need to start learning how to do that, because I feel like if I do, then I won't be like fumbling around with all the body parts, and then like if I screw up, I'll be like, oh god, I have to deal with this without like trying to fuck up the arms or the legs or something like that, like if it was the head or something. So it has to deal with just me trying to understand and try to put that into concept while playing, or not playing, while also fumbling with the program of LibSprite. Now, I've actually been thinking about, like I said, moving to Asprite instead. While you do have to pay for it, I think it's a better program because I think it gives you more options compared to like a free to use LibSprite. So I think I might try and do that. As for other drawing purposes, I think. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to tell you, and I told Alex here. I actually have a drawing pad now, so no more using the mouse. Well, yeah, you might still see me use the mouse, but the drawing pad is definitely cool, and I'll definitely I'll bring it over to one of our recording sessions and use it.
It'd be fun to watch.
Oh, definitely. I think it's going to be a blast to use and set up. So, well, I see now. I see what you got right now. She looks like she's in a. What would it be, like a turtleneck? Not a turtleneck. I feel like she's like in a polo or something.
You know, it's.
What's up?
It's supposed to be like a letter jacket.
Oh, a Letterman jacket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just didn't get that. I guess it's because you didn't add the detail yet, so that's why it's a little bit off.
Yeah.
That's fine though.
Doing her shoulders is coming out a little.
Is she looking to the right, I guess? With her eyeballs?
That way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it looks like she's looking at someone.
Yeah, it's kind of like giving a side eye.
Yeah. I mean, hey, like, Makoto can give me a side eye anytime. What?
I'll take her side eye anytime.
I mean, I'd rather take that than a punch to the dick. Because she would do that to me.
If you were
also,
messing with her.
I don't know if time's up yet.
Kind of wondering if this.
Oh, there we go.
There it went.
Time's up. Okay, so.
I figured out what I need to do.
Oh God, the mic! No! My mic! Why?
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
There we go.
I'm gonna have an existential crisis.
It did not hit the floor.
Okay, good. I don't need that happening to my bike.
It did get conked pretty good though.
What happened? Did your arm get wrapped on it?
When I turned around, I just backhanded it.
Oh, so you're gonna backhand my shit now?
Yeah, that's how it works.
You're gonna pimp it out. All right, cool.
I am definitely.
I see how this is.
Oh my gosh.
I see how it goes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
Yes, we did.
Don't worry.
Okay, I know what to do to be able to hear the timer now.
Okay, cool. All right, so with that is 10 minutes down. That is the 10-minute part.
That was one 10-minute attempt. So now we'll start it over again.
All over again. And now, the best part about, and I feel like this is the part that's actually very interesting. The thing is that when you do this, and you're already at the 10-minute mark, and you've done one drawing, you now have an idea of what you want already.
And you've done it once.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of these strokes are going to be familiar.
Exactly. So now...
Just part of what makes it cool.
It should be a little bit more, I would say, easier.
Hopefully it'll look nicer.
Oh, yeah. But that's just the thing. Like, it's... When you're on a time limit, honestly, it makes me nerve-wracking. Like, I hate being on a time limit. It's
a rush for sure.
Yes. And the thing is that when you're doing it, you don't really think about some of the things that you've forgotten. You just try to see if you can do better sometimes. I mean, you always have to utilize what you have, or what you had in that last drawing, and put it into practice.
All right. It's not to lose progress. 8-minute run.
Right.
Go.
Wait. The drawing's still on there. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So now 8 minutes has arrived. Getting that.
Super intense.
Oh, definitely.
Her face is framed by her hair.
Oh, yeah. She has she doesn't have bangs. She has
she's got like one big front thing.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Mai when she has like this one big thing on in front of her face. And then she has she has the side hair. I think the trickiest part about Mai was like how much hair she had. Like she has like so much, like it goes down to her fucking legs. Like that's how long the ponytail is. But with someone like Makoto, like she has extra features, but she has like short hair.
Yeah.
And what I love about her is that like, compared to Mai only has like a band, has like a ribbon like behind her head, but like with Makoto, she has her ears, her like animal ears. I'm not really familiar with what that looks like. I don't know what that is. That's what I'm seeing on the picture right here. Oh!
This is the top of the head.
Oh, okay. And now I see it. It's like, honestly, you know what? Kind of I mean, I know this is kind of weird, but it kind of reminds me of Kokonoe in a sense.
Looking a little Kokonoe-ish right now.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I've already said before, Kokonoe and her mother, Nine, are probably one of my favorite looking characters in Blaze Blue. Like her, Makoto, Makoto and Mai are probably my favorite looks. Mostly, the reason why I like Kokonoe so much is because just her attitude. Like it's the same goes with Makoto. Like Kokonoe and Makoto have my favorite two attitudes. I mean, yes, Kokonoe is very like bossy and she's really mean. Like she's kind of a bitch, but like her interactions with everybody just kind of is just really funny, and it really helps with the bad endings in Continuum Shift because she has these cutscenes that if you get the bad ending, they get sent to like this kind of comical world that she has. And like they're kind of like in chibi form, and what they do is like she discusses them like, oh, you got the bad ending. This is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. And like everybody in the cast like has their personality on display, and it's just great that they interact with her because she's just like I said, she's such a dynamic character, and compared to like everybody else in the cast, like she has a lot of personality.
Almost kind of mothers the group.
I wouldn't say mother, but more like just that girl that sister that fucking nags you for a while and then just will not let it go. Either way, it's great. Especially her interactions with like, I don't know who my favorites are. Like I think Ragna's probably one of my favorites that she has interactions with. Sure, Ragna is like he's really aggressive with her and like he thinks she's a total bitch, but like I think Ragna and her interactions are funny because like there are sometimes where like she concerns him and she's just like she's so angry at him and Ragna's like the same, so they butt heads. So it's funny to see and how that works out. Also, I'm not really sure how the time's going. That's why I'm like a little bit confused.
It's not showing up on the thing, and that's something we'll fix.
Yeah, that's fine.
On the edit, I can just put a.
I don't know how long the timer goes, so that's why I'm like a little bit concerned.
Like I got the headphones on now, so I can hear it when it goes off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? That's fine.
Eyes out of nowhere is
Her eyes are kind of weird. She kind of has like, if you could make like a mouth, like it could be really good. Making the nose. Give her a big smile. Because like I love the expression on Makoto. Because she's so out of the cast of her and like Tsubaki and Noelle, I think she has like my favorite personality. Because Noelle, she's just kind of a scatterbrain. She is the heroine, but she's like kind of not listening, and like sometimes she doesn't. She gets better later on, but like it's just at that point at the beginning of the series, she's just kind of a klutz. She's a total klutz.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Tsubaki, oh god, we've had our discussion, or we've had our differences with her. When the third story or the third game came around in Chrono Phantasm,
yeah,
we didn't. I mean, at first we were actually kind of sympathizing with her in a Continuum Shift. Like we thought the fate of her was very sad, and like it got me so depressed. Like when we saw her when she was like interacting with Noelle, and then Chrono Phantasm came around, and then it's just a complete like okay, now we don't like this chick. Because she's such a total bitch to Ragna, and like she blames him for everything.
Yeah, she really wasn't winning over any favor, like having redeemable qualities.
It's not like I'm a major Ragna fanboy. It's just that he's the main character and he's trying to do stuff, and then like you have her just fucking being a total bitch to him like all the time. I mean, sure, Kokinoe does it, but like with Tsubaki, it's like it's all about Jin. It's like, oh, like you fucked up Jin. Oh, it's your fault Jin's this way. Oh, it's your like this is the problem with you because you did this to Jin. I'm like, bitch, you're supposed to have a personality of your own, not just Jin. Also, I'm guessing time's up.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, now you adjusted it, and now it's better.
Yeah, I think it's because I put the window like in windowed mode.
Oh, okay. But
it doesn't like it, but I can't hold it open because it would cover up my...
Honestly, the way you have this right now, this looks so much better from the 10-minute one, and I love it.
Isn't it interesting how quickly that can change?
Oh, yes, definitely. And now you have a 6-minute.
Oh, God, if I can land that chin.
Oh, dude.
It's killing me.
Honestly, like, if she can get, like, a really good map, like I said, I don't
know if this is too high up. I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
No, it's fine. Honestly, in my opinion, it's not that I hate lips in, like, drawings. It's just, I like open mouth, like, look, mostly because I think it looks so much, like, better. Because with lips, people like to make lips, like, really long and shit. I think that's one thing. Oh,
out of time. That thing scared me.
Yeah. Was it really loud?
Yeah.
You need to turn it down.
That came out of nowhere. That's okay. You
need to turn it down.
Jarring.
I need an alarm like that when I wake up in the morning, like when I get up at work. Because like I feel like I sleep through my alarm.
All right. Now we are on
6 minutes.
6-minute timer.
All right. Now here's where it gets fun. Because this time you have a good idea of what your two drawing references were. And now it's even shorter time, and we'll see how much you nail it. Let's see how much you nail this drawing.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. And the thing is that like just trying to seeing this like in action, I really appreciate how much you've done with. Well, I mean, come on, I gotta compliment you here, man. Like this looks really good. Like that second drawing right there, that looked really good. That's
coming out a little bit better each time. This is my problem. I dropped those bangs in too low.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I think my reasoning about like not drawing, like I said, drawing people is a little bit tough for me because of just how like I want it to come out, and I get discouraged.
Right. You get too critical on yourself.
Yeah, I think bro, I mean, because I don't want the human person to look like a fucking eldritch abomination. Because at least with when I was making Mai, like, she looked really good at the end of the day. Because I know for a fact when I first started out and we drew that damn picture, you were trying to get me to.
It was looking rough.
It was rough, and the face looked so weird. And now that I look back at it, I'm like, holy shit! Wow, that looks so much better now that I look back at it, like compared to what I had. But I see it. But I think what I'm going to try to do, like what you're doing right now, I think I'm going to try to do some kind of like, not outline, but more like have the facial structure with the hair first.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, it's going to look so weird because of what happened with Mai. So that's why I'm like, all right, I think I'm going to take what you did out of your book and like try and make the head with the hair, like, first, instead of, like, having just the facial structure and no hair. You know?
Yeah.
Because if I do that, then it's going to look, like I said, like, I'm going to have that horrible thing that I had last time.
It's so stupid.
What, Makoto?
Yeah.
I mean, she kind of looks like a meme right now.
It's just a derpy face.
I think my problem with it right here, and I'm not trying to bash on you, is the eyes. They just look kind of...
They do, and I kind of just threw that in as a placeholder.
Oh, no, that's fine. Because remember, like I said, time limit. So you gotta
get a little bit more efficient with what you think is important.
Right.
And what you think isn't.
Mm-hmm. So then it becomes a race against the clock of how much you think is important compared to, like, what do you think is structure or detail, like, in terms. Obviously, structure is going to be the main focal point because of just how much it matters to the drawing itself. And then, like, detail, like, at that point, it's like, do you have enough time to put in the detailed work and see if you can actually make something of it before time runs out? Especially, like I said, in 6 minutes, which begs the question if you actually have enough time.
Yeah, and it's kind of in your head as to what do I need here.
Honestly, the best thing you should do is not try. I mean, you should worry about the clock, but you shouldn't make it like your top priority. Like, oh, I don't have enough time. Like, there's no way I can do this. Like, okay. You think your eyes are a little bit too wide from each other?
It's possible, but I don't think there's enough time to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I just want that last, like I said, that last Makoto drawing for the 8 minutes. I fucking loved that. That was cool. This one, it's not that I hate it. It's just like it looks a little bit weird.
It's rushed.
Hey, like I said, time limit. I'm gonna keep repeating it.
And one of the, I don't quite have the dexterity that on this that I do on, I can't keep blaming Blender for this. I need to just get better.
I mean, that's just a given when it comes to. I don't know how much your arm hurts when you draw, but like whenever I'm drawing, like sometimes I'm like, all right, I got to take a break. My hand, like it feels like I'm getting.
Oh, I've got a death grip that is cramping the hell out of me right now because I squeeze my pencil way too tight.
Oh shit! I mean, like it feels like I'm getting carpal tunnel or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm doing it, like when I'm drawing on a mouse. Keep in mind, people, it's not that I think anybody that draws with a pen or like a drawing pad is bad, but when you upgrade from a pad from a mouse, I feel like it's so much better because of how much like your hand is moving when you're using a mouse and drawing like pixel art. When you draw with the pad, it feels heavily on your hand. You're not completely straining it, like holding it like you're trying to palm a basketball or a baseball or some shit. Depending on how big your mouse is, for those people that draw with mouse out there. And honestly, I've gotten some kudos from that, even though...
That's it.
Time up.
Whew.
All right. 4 minutes? 4 minutes now?
Yep.
All right.
Oh my God.
Give yourself a little stretch break. Honestly, that at the end right there, it didn't come out too bad.
No, I kind of saved some of it.
Yeah, you were able to save some of it from how long? Like in a span of like what, 2 minutes?
Maybe, yeah. made it look mildly presentable.
I mean, hey, like you gotta try it sometime.
You can't keep all the details.
Oh no. Like I said, like you gotta go for structure first. When it comes to like when you're running out of time.
I'm getting better at landing that chin.
Oh, definitely. Like it's because of repetition.
Mm-hmm. Repetition and attention to detail.
Oh, God.
This is how we win football games.
Oh my God, Coach Schmidt, please stop. Please, no.
You remember your alignment and assignment?
Dude, you don't. Okay, that brings back memories to me, man.
All right, talk about them.
Okay, so. For anybody that didn't know, obviously high school football, yeah, whatever. We did it. When I was a junior, and I was playing and Alex here was a senior. He was like a year before me. We were. I'm not saying that we had troubles on the line, but we definitely had troubles with like finding a really solid starter for the line. And I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to bring up like anybody, but like it was just kind of hard.
But they sucked.
No, it's not about suck. It's more like just they were not. It's not. I'm not trying to say they weren't adequate, but they were. They just. Fuck it, I'll do it. They weren't good enough. Sorry. Oh, I can feel the salt, but. I don't think anybody would know.
No one's gonna know. None of them are watching this.
Exactly. No one's gonna watch. None of our like old high school.
And if you are, like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe while I talk shit about you. Apparently, but no. Anyways, yeah, like I was trying. Like as a junior, I had some size. I have some size now. Well, I obviously have size now, but I have size, and I have I was really strong. I was trying to see if I could move up to varsity instead of being on JV because, my parents were pushing for that for me, and I still wanted the position. Like, see if I can match, get up there in the big leagues. Unfortunately, the one problem that my O-line coach had with me is that I couldn't remember plays. That is the one thing, and that it's important. Because you need to know your blocking assignments, and you need to remember everything. So I didn't remember, and I had the biggest memory lapse about it. And I hated every part of it. Mostly because at that time frame, I was just not as into football as I was. Which made no sense because if you're in your senior or junior year, you're really supposed to like football. But honestly, I was so done with practices. I was like, can I go home, please?
You were just done with it.
It's like a mixture of when people want to go to practice, I'm like, you know what? Good on you, bro. You love practice. For me, I'm like, can this shit end, please? I want to go home. I want to go to bed. I'm really tired. We're gonna do this all song and dance for the past couple weeks, and since with our team, since we were so good in terms of football, it never ended, and I'm like, oh no, just please.
We played a lot of extra games.
Yes, we did.
We won districts and we won playoff games.
Mm-hmm. And the thing was just, while practice obviously was not fun, the games, they were definitely fun. That's the whole part of it, playing the game. The game is...
That's why you're there.
Exactly. I'm not going to go out there and practice all my life and then just not play the game. Hell no. I love playing in football games. They were the highlight. Even though some of them, I didn't really happen as often for me, I definitely love playing it. I wouldn't change anything about it. Well, other than the fact that the ones that we lost, I would love to change that. Yeah, but still.
So yeah, everyone would change that.
Oh, of course. But the thing is that like just trying to deal with. Oh, excuse me. Trying to deal with practice and then just getting yelled at constantly is just it's just not fun. No one likes getting yelled at unless you're into that. Oh, and time up.
That was it.
All right. So, is there any more? Is that it?
2 minutes.
2 minutes,
We're on
Alex.
2 minute clock.
Holy shit! How?
See if I can fit something in here.
All right, here we go. 2 minutes. 2 minute drill. But yeah, like obviously, I don't know if anybody out there that loves football that loves practice. I mean, if you do, like I said, more power to you. But me, when I played high school ball and I was practicing, I was the first one. I'm like, I want to go home. Like, I'm tired. Because the school day in high school, I mean, it wasn't as, like, tiring, but it definitely was like, I'm learning. Like, I got homework, got all this stuff. And then I got to go out and bust my ass and, like, do drills in pads and, like, hit people. And the contact part of it was not the problem. The problem was just, like, getting my ass back up and then just going on and just trying to be the best player I can be. Did that mean I had to kiss ass? I mean, I guess, but I mean, I don't want to. Like, I mean, think about it. If you think about it, most of the players that say that they want to play, and they like say like, "Oh, I want to play. Like, this is great." It feels like it's on the border of like trying not to be a kiss ass and trying to be like try to show someone up. You know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's a difference. Like, there's a difference between kissing ass in football and trying to show your stuff and trying to prove a point. Because there are a lot of people that do that shit. And it's not that I don't... I would say I have no respect for them. But I gotta respect the hustle that they try to bring. But at the same time, I have to say, it's kind of a dick move that you try to kiss ass and like, try to make someone else make back... Oh, damn, that was 2 minutes?
That was 2 minutes.
Shit. All right. Well, we have our results.
That's good.
We have our results. So it's funny how the 10-minute one...
This is the 10-minute drawing.
This one, I'm not saying it looks the worst, but it definitely looks like the strangest one.
It looks like, yeah, it's a lot of things are out of proportion here. There's kind of no chin.
Actually, now that I look at it, she kind of looks like she has a lopsided face.
Neck's narrow, head's high, no detail on the ears.
Yeah.
Very sloppy hair, very sloppy jacket.
Yeah. I mean, at least you got the neck V kind of muscle.
Yeah, the collarbone's in there in just kind of an awkward spot. But yeah okay. So opening 10 minutes.
What?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. And then we have 8 minutes.
This is our 8-minute
8
drawing.
minutes, actually, I'd say... It's
first thing that happened, I drew the head way bigger out of the gate.
Yeah.
which was really funky.
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, she has a big-ass head, but, like, honestly, her details, she looks so much better.
There was better detail formation on the eyes. I'm starting to get where the jacket sits on the shoulders better.
Instead of like...
That placement's good.
Because it looked like on the 10-minute one, she looked like she was wearing it off her collar.
It looks like it's floating. And it doesn't match where the rest of her shoulder should be.
And then 8-minute one.
But this one... the hair got a little bit more organized, but still pretty scattered.
Mm-hmm.
The placement of the facial features looks better. I actually spent time on the eyebrows, like those are the better eyebrows that I think came out of the whole set.
Right.
The mouth looks goofy because I couldn't really figure out what I wanted.
Right.
Yeah. And 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Honestly, 6 minutes doesn't look too bad.
No.
6 minutes kind of almost looks better than 8 minutes.
I think it does. I think the face fits, like the size of the head fits the body better.
The head does not look fat.
We finally figured out where to put the chin.
The jacket kind of looks on point. And
the hair also matches like the head too. Everything's kind of fallen in a bit better proportion.
Her ears look pretty good. Like you have kind of like a side look on the.
You can actually tell she's looking in a direction instead of just eyes straight at you or to the wrong, split. This one's actually got a bit of emotion behind it.
And you know what the funny thing was? Originally we said that this one would probably be not the worst, but like kind of just.
It's when you start getting in the groove.
Yeah, it's like, it's not, I mean, again.
Because you just spent 18 minutes drawing this drawing.
Yeah, so you have to.
You're going to start feeling
the groove.
Some rhythm there of some parts.
And the thing is that. Sorry, I had to take a drink. The thing is that you. Technically, it didn't need so much detail to a point that it made it good.
Yeah, so
you had the fundamentals from the 18-minute drawings that you've had for both two drawings, and then you put it together as like fundamentals, and then
you still got a almost a better concept of what it was than when it was drawn here.
Right.
Well, of what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Not bad. And then here's 4 minutes.
I'm sorry.
The face is off, and I changed up the strategy here because I drew the face first, instead of last, which was a little bit different. And then I tried to frame the rest around it. And I think if you take the face out of the equation, the hair and the jacket actually look pretty good.
Yeah,
that actually fell in line well.
You know what the funny thing?
I almost ignored how big the face was and just kind of moved around it.
This reminds me, like I said, of my face when I made
a little bit.
Yeah, it's because the structure is fucking wrong, and like it's not bad to bring the face first, but like
we lost the eyebrows, we lost the expression, and what would have been a good thing if there was more time on this is to erase the face and keep the rest of the outline and go back and redraw it. Right. And I think that would have fit in.
Yeah, it definitely would have been better.
Pretty nicely. And then the 2 minute drawing.
2 minute, I mean, like, again, you did it in a span of 2 minutes. So
you actually get a pretty concise picture here.
Yeah.
With minimal details. The
face is still off, but I mean, you still have like what you're supposed to have from the previous drawings. You still have the jacket. You still have the decent amount.
You have the whole hair concept. You have the ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the jacket still looks like it's sitting good.
You didn't do so bad to the point where you couldn't like make it look unreasonable.
Yeah,
I think the middle
6 minute one.
The 6 minute one. We gotta judge. We gotta judge which one's the best.
We're gonna.
I think we kind of did.
Choose your favorites. The 10 minute,
all right,
the 8 minute.
You want my honest opinion?
The 6 minute, the 4 minute.
You want my honest opinion?
And the 2 minute drawing.
Obviously, we're both gonna agree that 6 minute is gonna be first place.
First place.
It looks.
I think it's the best holistic drawing.
Yes, it's a good middle ground from you got the face right. You got the concept right from the last two pictures, and it looks detailed enough to a point where it actually looks really good. Mm-hmm. So I think that's going to be first place. Second place, I got to give it with 8 minutes. While the head was really fucking huge, it's still... All right.
You know what it looks like now? It looks like she's smeared. Like if you cut a line down here, like this half of the face looks fine, but this half of the face looks like it just started smearing to the side.
When you did that line right there, it reminded me of like there was a meme of a cat, like it's either a cat or dog, and someone brought home like a cat or dog cake, and they cut into it, and it's like it zooms into the cat. It's like, this is what I am.
It does. It looks like the icing is just sliding off to the side a little.
It's like a Salvador Dali painting.
It does.
But
it did come out funny.
All jokes aside, this drawing, while it's I think
it has the most detail to it.
It has the most detail, in my opinion. Other than the whole collarbone and the 10-minute one, this one has.
I didn't even do the collarbone. Look at that.
But it still was decent enough.
I kept the collarbone on everything but that one. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But you still integrated the whole detail structure of it, and you still had some good kinds of. I mean that was the first time you got the jacket correct on there.
Yep, it was starting to land that part.
Yeah, and the hair was definitely better. So I think I'm gonna give that second. Now it's time for third place. We have like.
Oh man.
I'm sorry to say, I'm gonna have to go reverse order here for a minute.
Oh yeah.
I have to give 10 Minute the fifth.
Last.
Yeah.
You're putting that one in last. Wow.
Actually, no, I'll put it at fourth.
Honestly, I would not overly debate you because like a key feature, you know, of the jacket not being properly fitted.
Here's the deal.
Like you could have messed up the jacket, or the face, but on this one they're both wonky, and it really doesn't look
really
good.
Weird. So
I didn't even detail the ears on this one, which is kind of funny. Didn't. The rest of the time, the ears all had some level of dimension to them.
I think that's why I'm giving it fifth, because of just how many details compared to like from 8 to 6 to 4 to 2, you still kept those detailed parts, and the jacket was looking like it was on point. The hair looked better, and then also like you still gave the effort of giving the ears.
I agree. I think the 10 Minute comes in last.
Yeah. Now it's time for third and fourth.
We forgot to rank them. Okay, so this is. Yeah.
I mean, I could do some editing.
We'll go to the red.
Red.
First, you gave this one the second, right?
Yes, I did. I gave it second.
Oh.
Fifth for the first one. Fifth. Now, 2 minutes and 4 minutes.
The 2 minute and 4 minute. Really quite similar.
Yeah, very similar in a sense. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna give third to 2 minute.
Yeah?
Yeah, 2 minute. Here's the deal. You kind of did the big face, but you did like you weren't able to pull it off in the last minute, but you were still able to give detail. You still gave the jacket, you still gave everything. Compared to that one where the face is the thing that bugs me the most.
On this one?
Yes, definitely. I'm sorry. The eyes and like it kind of looks like you put a fucking meme on her.
It does look a little bit like
in the 4 minute one. So I think I'm going to give that one fourth.
4 minute gets fourth place.
And then 2 minutes going to get third. Okay.
It's terrible, D.
It's terrible.
And
so, all in all, like I said, first place, 6 minute. I think that's a good one.
So some things that I was noticing as I was going through the process. Obviously, this was just kind of framing and setup, and I spent a lot of time looking at the reference.
Mm-hmm.
But further down, there were things that I started to like automatically know where to put. Like once I got the jacket in on the 8 minute, I knew exactly where to put it for all of the rest of them.
Right.
And how it was supposed to hang off of the shoulders. Like one shoulder was on a little bit more than the other way. And that setup came a lot more naturally. Yes. The ears started coming more automatic, and the tufts, the side tufts of the hair that stick out.
Yeah.
Were like things I kind of stopped looking at.
Right.
Basically, if I could get a chin, the ears, the side tufts, and the jacket, then I could spend the rest of the time looking at the detail for the face and trying to figure out.
Honestly, the thing is, you did a good, like I said, you did a good job right there, because you got rid of. I'm not saying you got rid of important elements, but you definitely were able to cut down the time that you had for those kinds of elements. The jacket, the ears, and then once you start that, you can get started on what kind of like facial structure you're going to get.
So things I realized that were unnecessary by the time I got to that level. That certainly the eye detail. I cut out the eyebrows just kind of accidentally forgetting about it. I went down to just a straight line mouth instead of an open one.
Right.
But the features I thought were critical and couldn't be sacrificed was the collar.
Yeah.
And the collar. Yeah, basically I focused on the ears, the collar, and the hair tufts, and that kind of stuck.
I want you to go back to the 4-minute one
through each of them.
Hey, Bader.
Hey, Noel.
Hey, Tsubaki.
Hey, Tsubaki. You gotta come try Noel's cooking.
You gotta see it, Mater.
Hopefully it won't kill you after you eat her.
Stupid. God, why do we take these things?
You know she whipped that up with an egg baiter.
Stupid. You gotta see, I'm the leader.
Have you met Kagura? Yeah, he's the new leader.
But don't get too involved with Kagura, because he's a cheater. All right.
Makoto does science off the meters. I meant coconut. I messed that one up.
It's okay. I would say I'm not a good reader.
Tiger's so muscly, he'll rip his shirt to pieces. That didn't work as well.
It's over.
I killed the bit.
Killed the joke.
I killed the bit.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Good times.
Anyways.
Good times had by all.
All right, so...
We'll finish on the winner.
So, I've said my piece about, like, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. What about you? What do you think about it?
I definitely think the 6 minute is the best overall drawing. I think you have an actual facial expression that you can understand.
You got the chin correct,
and the jacket fit all right. The shoulders are too narrow, but yeah. Everything has the right sizing to it. Honestly, I would put the 2 minute as second.
Really?
Yeah, I think when you take if you take the face out of this one and you take the face out of this one is a better constructed drawing. As far as as the non-detailed elements go.
Right.
But I think if you take the face out of this one, you still have a really wide head.
Yeah.
And that's sloping off to the side. And to me it looks so much worse.
Yeah. I get you.
I would flip those two, but I think your fourth and fifth are pretty
spot on.
Pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah, I could say that the 8 minute looks kind of weird. But like I said, I like the structure was off for a bit, but I think the detail kind of saves it compared to the 2 minute.
Yeah.
Because the 2 minute, like I said, has really good structure for just being 2 minutes, and you still
if you can drop this face into that drawing,
that would be actually really good. That would be in first place.
That'd have been a quality piece right there.
It would.
Yeah.
And it's only in 2 minutes. It's just like I said, you had everything down. You actually had the shoulders, like you said, like with the whole thing on the first place.
Yeah.
It actually looked pretty good right there. It looked a little bit wider. Like it didn't look. The only thing, like I said, you weren't able to get the whole chin thing down with the face. That was the only thing you didn't.
But I knew I didn't have enough time to keep messing with it. That was a really good chin placement for the first try.
Yes, it was. But either way, all right.
Yeah. So good experiment. Traditionally, this exercise is kind of designed as a warm-up.
Yes.
If you, just to kind of get yourself in the groove of being ready to draw. And if you really struggle with getting too bogged down in the details, this is a great exercise to help kind of get you out of that mindset and be able to look at the bigger picture of your drawings.
I think structure for this is the best. Like just this, I feel like this could teach you a lot about like how to structure like a placement of a certain character.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, you're on a time limit. You don't have a lot of time to do detail. You want to make a structure of somebody and keep it that way.
And you get comfortable with your stroke order.
Yeah.
So on the first one, watching the playback, I'm sure you'll see a lot of Control Z.
Yes.
On this one because I couldn't be happy with the placement, and as you worked your way down, there's an understanding that the time limit means you're going to have to commit to some things that you may not be happiest with. But there were a lot of strokes where I was like, I like this one out of the gate.
Yeah,
and I knew where it was going to land.
You got to keep it.
Yeah.
And the thing is like sometimes you just have to do that. Like when you draw, like you got to go for broke.
Oh, and that's a thing that I struggle with big time is trying to fix a detail until it's right, and that really winds up ruining the drawing. That's something that that was my biggest critique of myself from the Inktober challenges was on the Amane drawing, and I kept redoing those eyes because I couldn't be satisfied with it, and I wound up ruining them.
Right. Sometimes you just got to leave it how it is. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to say that like, if it was a bad part, like you want to keep it, but I mean, just having.
It's practice.
Yeah.
Your practice drawings are not going to look perfect.
No. And all in all, it was for fun.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, this challenge is nice because, like I said, like you did better as time goes on with your base.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that you really needed to work on was the detail of the face and like some of the collarbone part. And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Like then you would have a really good Makoto.
Yeah. Yeah, that wound up coming really nice.
Yeah. Really good. And I definitely would love to see you like try. Well, I'd try this challenge sometime. I mean,
yeah, I would love to see you do it. I want to see how it turns out.
Pressure, but I mean, I'll try my best.
You'll surprise yourself with how much better you get from your first drawing to your last drawing.
Yeah,
it's like it's cool because then you're sitting there going, "Wow, I can do that." The next time I draw, I'm gonna, it'll start from here and look even better.
I think at that point, I'm going to switch from a mouse to a pad or like something like that. Because I feel like if I used a mouse while drawing like that, it's gonna be like, I'm going to be a little bit shaky when it comes to it. But like I said, we'll leave that for another time. And like I said, that idea that I had, I'm not going to say anything about it, but it has something to do with like this.
Well, I'm looking forward to your surprise idea.
Yeah, but it's going to have a twist with it, so we'll see.
Big shout out to Jazza from Draw with Jazza for giving me the idea for this. I know it's not an idea that he invented, but what he talks about in one of his stages of development through his to becoming a professional artist was one teacher that showed him this exercise, and it really helped out his progress because he had similar problems to what I think I have with being too bogged down in details and spending too much time trying to correct a single stroke and so I was like, oh, that looks fun, I want to try it.
Right.
But,
I mean, like sometimes experimentation when it comes to drawing is just what can make you better. So I mean, you gotta experiment as much as you can. Yeah.
So you guys feel free to try this at home. It's a whole bunch of fun.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna try this sometime, like when I get back, and do my private drawing as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for watching.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Like this was a nice challenge episode. Next time it's gonna be my turn, and I'll see what I can give you guys in terms of drawing.
We're looking forward to it.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep. We're obligated to say that.
Yep. We're not sellouts, don't worry.
See if you can find the hidden Makoto animation in the video.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll see you guys later in the next episode. See you guys around next time.
Bye.